You are my enemy, camera. All right. Okay, we're live. Jeez. Just get this hair out the way. All right. Let me check the sound. Change this. Let me fix this actually. That's too low. Hold on. There we go. Check the sound. Make sure everything looks right. I don't think the title's right. That is so strange. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Let me fix the title. This is what happens when you forget to check things. So that should be correct. All right, fix that. Okay, sound is good, like that. Checking to see if I have everything all set. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Should I do a poll? Yeah, I'll do a poll. I will do a poll. You know, what should I ask? No. Let me think. Okay. I got a poll question. Let me do this. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Where am I? I was trying to, there we go. Here we go. How is everyone doing? I'm struggling to type with these nails. That's why this is taking so long. I'm like, please. And I'm just doing I'm doing the poll question right now. I'm just checking the spelling of it. If you're coming in, hey, welcome to the pop-up live. I am Brandy. So I just wanted to do a pop-up because I realized that I have not popped up like that this month. You know, I was looking at how often I went live because I like to keep track. And I realized, I have not been going live like that, which makes sense. Like it's wrapping up when it comes to grad school. So I've been really focusing on like my schoolwork and a lot of different things in the background for this channel. People think that sometimes you just post and edit, but there's a lot of things that go on it. All the little tweaks, like even my title took me a while to sit and think about, you know, how I want to market myself. So all of those little things add up in terms of timing. But how are you guys doing? If you are in the pop-up, if you stop by, I want to know how your Saturday is going. Mine has been good. It's been a lot of, boring adulting stuff, thinking about taxes and stuff for my channel as well. I just finished editing a video that will be out, and I'm going to start I'm going to start filming another one because I want to get a head start, just because I'm not sure how my final class is going to go. So we're going to try that. So that's how my Saturday has been. Very productive. But I have taken the time to you can see here, do my makeup. I've been trying to do nice things for myself, make myself feel better. And just, that's it. That's where I've been at with my day and my life and how I have been, doing things so far on this beautiful Saturday. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the pop-up live. I know this isn't scheduled. I just realized it is almost the end of this month. So I wanted to come on and go live. I'm so thankful for you guys' feedback when it comes to the monthlies and also the seasonal reading. So be sure to check out that community tab when it comes to giving me your vote so that I can have a full understanding of who would want to get a membership or who wouldn't want to get a membership. As a reminder, YouTube is penalizing me for doing the monthlies and the seasonals because they're not that popular, right? But there is a subset of you guys who like the monthlies, who like the seasonals. That's why I do them. And also I like them. So in order to keep them going, I have to move them either to memberships or I have to get rid of them. So I have a poll right up on my community tab to ask you astronauts, would you like to join the membership? And what would be included would be, it would be about 17 in total videos per year because it would be every month, every season, and then the next coming year. So for this year, it would be the 2020-16 reading. And also I would do a live for members only. It would be free questions once a month. So that's what I was thinking. And the tier will probably be like $2.99. So just to recap that is what I wanted to talk about really quick. But yeah, I'm popping up live because I realized that October is going to start next week. And I was like, oh, wait, like I've probably only been live like 5 times this month or 4 times this month. It's been a short amount of times I've been live. Like I try to keep track so that I can, make sure I'm popping up because not everyone can come to the lives, but just know now so that I'm announcing it and making sure this is well known because I know not everyone reads the community tab, but you can pre-submit questions now. So you can email me your question, your name, the name you prefer to use, and then just let me know which payment method you chose so I can, find it and say, okay, I'm going to do this question next live. And then you can go and rewatch the lives. I keep the lives up so you can go back and look at the questions and see, whatever it is that you want to see in terms of like just looking back and getting the answers. So I wanted to have that there for you. So be sure to pre-submit questions if you don't think you can make the live. But so far, everything else is the same as always. It's $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. There's no limit to the amount of cards I will pull. And today I'm doing the Bumble Hollows Tarot deck. And it looks like there seems to be one more card that is refusing to come out here. I wonder what card that is. The 9 of Cups, one of our favorites. Don't know if you can see this here. There we go. The 9 of Cups. Love this card. Hopefully that's a good sign that some wonderful things are coming our way next week. I know we have some tough choices in store, but I have a feeling that it is going to be pretty beneficial. So that is what's happening here. Let me know if you have any questions. And also, just to recap, we're still technically in that weekly collective energy reading that I gave last week, and we pulled Temperance, 5 of Wands, and also we pulled the Strength card. So I think I asked you guys about the 5 of Wands and Strength, but I didn't ask you, how has Temperance shown up for you this week? Now, for me, it was rebalancing my bank account. I had forgotten to put a certain amount of money into my bank, and it was being like overdrafted due to insufficient funds. And I was like, oh, wait, I forgot to switch things over. And so I had to rebalance that. That was my bad. Sometimes I forget things, but then I fixed the situation so that wouldn't happen again and I would be alerted. So mine was a little bit of like rebalancing. What is happening here? And what is that noise? It's my channel, but I'm trying to figure out where it's coming. Where is that coming from? That is so strange. Okay. I'm not really sure why that was happening. Whatever. I do have my tab for my channel in the background, but I'm trying to confuse on why it was playing because I wasn't touching the screen or anything. But that's strange. But my question was like, how has temperance shown up for you in your life this week? Have you had to, be moderate about certain things? Have you felt that you needed to rebalance or just balance out your life in general? Has this been more of a healing week? Have you had to be patient with others? Have others referred to you as being patient with them, or, vice versa, something along the lines of that? Just let me know how that has played out for you this week. I'm not going to be on too long. I just wanted to come and, see if anyone was ready for the pop-up on this lovely Saturday night. Oh, okay. I have refreshed. It should be working now. There we go. So bizarre. I can't stand when it does that. But, Anyway, since we're here and we're waiting for those to come in and see if they have any questions, anything that they want to ask, anything that is on their mind. And also don't forget, I do have private readings. And speaking of private readings, I'm also, revamping the whole private reading format. So that is very exciting. By the end of the year, there should be a new format that I think you guys are going to like, and hopefully you will be impressed by, because I'm spending a lot of time and effort into it. But yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys quickly about Mars and Swati. I think I remember mentioning that last night. I was saying how there seems to be a lot of more focus on love. Don't get me wrong, love is always popular, love is always in. But when we're talking about Mars going through Swati, first of all, there is a focus on career ambitions. That is true. But ultimately, Swati is this placement of passion and intrigue. And I don't know, the feeling is a lot of different, getting carried away with the feelings of connection and love and romance. And so it entered Swati on September 23rd, and it will be out of Swati on October 13th. So we have this short time frame where you might feel as though you're being called to make new connections, or even for some of you, you might be called to sever connections, because that Mars energy sometimes takes people out of your life. It can remove people and say, hey, I don't know if this is the right connection for me overall, but so I've got to keep it pushing. So that is what I wanted to mention there as we were talking about transits and what could be going on in the sky. Hey, May. Yes, anyone could ask a question. Just remember that it is $5 for yes or no, $10 in depth. And let me know if you're doing, Cash App or PayPal. If it's super chat, you can just super chat. But I was just talking about Swati and, waiting for people to come in. If you're new to the live session, welcome. I'm Brandy. I am a practical reader. So what that means is I like to use all of the experience that I've had well over the past decade of doing readings for people to provide insights into what the cards are saying in a more grounded perspective. So that is my reading style. And the live sessions are when people can come and ask me questions and tell me, anything that's on their mind. Sometimes we're just here to chat too. Be sure to participate in the polls, because as much as I love to teach, I love to learn. So I love hearing as how temperance could have showed up in your life this week. This is based off of the weekly collective from last week. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Sometimes people come to the live and they think that it is free. It is not. It is not. That is why I pinned the comment here and let you guys know that it is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth questions. Now, I was contemplating doing free lives for members only, but that is only if I make the transition to monthlies. May I know Danny's feelings and next actions? Let's see. What are Danny's feelings? See what Danny is feeling. I'm a Sagittarius. He's an Aquarius. That's an interesting match. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Hopefully it'll focus. It's so bright. There we go. Now you can see it. Not sure why it was so bright. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Cups here. All right. So we have that Queen of Cups and that Knight of Pentacles off the bat. To me, oh, thank you. I love them too. I love a cute card. To me, it shows that they are interested because the Queen of Cups is obviously a card of care, romance, nurturing, deeply having feelings involved. And then we have that Knight of Pentacles, which is very much like, I would like to get to know you more. I feel as though we may have some things in common. I feel like there may be a vibe here. There is aspects about you that I find intriguing, especially when we get the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is so detail oriented. This person is almost kind of like analyzing you in a way. So if you're asking like, what's their next actions, they're going to kind of allow you to be yourself. You know, they're not going to try to direct your actions in any way or say, this is what I like, or this is what I'm looking for. It's a very like, I'm going to observe who you are as a person, and that is going to decide my next move, especially since we have the Seven of Cups here. That is a card of reflection, contemplation. You're looking at all your options and all your choices. So I will say this with this person, they're not sure if they are totally desiring to just say, hey, I think you are the one that I want to date. It's more so like, I could possibly see myself with this person, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe I could be better suited for someone else, or maybe I should wait. They just want to get to know you more so they can decide if they want to pursue you further. But there is an intrigue there. There's an interest there, and you do have their attention. So that is kind of like their feelings towards you. So they're going to think about it. Their next move is all about, let me think, let me contemplate, let me see who you are. Let's, I don't know if they'll ask you out. Let me clarify that. Oh, card flew out. We have the Chariot. There we go. Focus on the Chariot. There we go. So we have the Chariot here. It's possible that they're going to ask you out, or they're going to want to make some sort of move to spend time with you more in a private setting, more one-on-one. I don't know if you guys like work together, if you have class together or something that might be in a group setting, but the Chariot would imply they're like, okay, I want a little bit more private time with this person so we can really get to know each other. We've been talking for 2 months. Yeah, so this person's still not ready to commit to a relationship, but I think they're going to want to spend more time with you in a private setting. Said he's dating multiple women. Yeah, I can see that. We have that Seven of Cups there. So, like I said, it's more so he is waiting to decide who he wants to be with. For you, his next move would be to spend more time with you to make that decision. And he likes you. That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sad because I want to know if he'll want to commit just to me. Well, the cards aren't showing that so far, but it's not saying that won't happen. Let me try pulling a card. Right now, the cards are showing he's like in this indecisive state. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I did not realize the lights were so overblown, Hopefully it's focusing. There we go. Nine of Pentacles. And so to me, it's not, the Nine of Pentacles isn't committed to one person. And I do want to say with the minor arcana cards, they're not set in stone. So this doesn't mean that they won't be committed to you at some point. But the cards are really emphasizing the only person they're committed to right now is themselves, just at this moment. Ooh. Oh, and you're welcome, May. He's really like taking his time, his sweet time. You should date other guys too, but you know what? Maybe I'm toxic in terms of dating advice. So don't listen to me. Do what's right for you. Do what's right for you in your life, okay? But yeah, so many people I've heard are having issues with, finding people who will commit, guys and girls. I don't know what's going on, what's in the waters, or if this is just like how things are now. It's hard. I only want to talk to one at a time, but I probably should. Yeah, maybe you should, just look a little bit busy. Look, even if you don't talk to anyone, just pretend you're doing it, like you don't even have to really do it. Just occasionally when you're with him, look at your phone and laugh and then put that away and then just go back to the conversation. Look busy. Look like you have a roster. I'm telling you. He should be competing for you as well. I think so. Especially as a guy. No way. You deserve all the attention is how I feel. Mm-hmm. Oh, cards are flying. We got this Ace of Cups coming out. Maybe that's a sign of a new love coming. You never know what the cards are saying. That could be for you, May. It could be saying, hey, there are some new guys who would love to take you out. Oh, half balance, half moderation. Just, yes. Divine revelation. Ooh. Why the question mark? Are you saying you're going through that, or is that mentioned somewhere? But be sure to vote on the polls, guys. I am curious how the Temperance card has shown up for you in your life. I gave my example. I had to rebalance my checking and savings account, and then set up alerts. So mine was more of a financial balancing. I need to know what my cards say. I'm not sure what you mean. Just yes. Are you asking me a question, or what is the question? I'm a little confused. A little confused and a little hungry too. I wasn't that hungry when I started the live. I can't stand that. When you have a wave of hunger just fall over you. I'm definitely a hangry person. Some people get sad when they're hungry, and some people just get a little bit annoyed. Some people don't really care. I wish I didn't care. I really do get hangry. This Ace of Cups keeps coming out. That's crazy. I don't know what's happening. Like, why does it keep flying out? Who is this message for? All right, totally weird. Don't know. Maybe that's for someone in the comment. Maybe there's a new love coming on. Sometimes the Ace of Cups is kind of like that feeling of being refreshed as well. So maybe that's coming up for you guys as well. Hey, Exquisite Electric, how are you? I'm asking you, how will be my life this year? Well, just yes, if you're asking that, let me know if you are Cash Apping or PayPaling or Super Chat. But that would be $10 for that type of question. And how are you, Exquisite Electric? I hope all is doing well. Exquisite Electric makes really great informative videos. I think you all should check out her channel. Very thoughtful, very well written. I don't know if you have a script, but I'm just going to assume either that or maybe you're just really great with, talking off the dome. So I want to give props to, Exquisite Electric. I love it. I love her channel. Go check it out. And if you guys have your own channel, let me know, because I would absolutely love to watch what you guys are creating. That I'm doing well. That is good to hear. Happy Saturday. I'm doing pretty good too. I wish it was every day was Saturday. I really do. I do not want to go back to work here. Oh, so that Six of Pentacles. We did get that in the weekly collected. Oh my God, wasn't expecting a shout out. I'm tickled. You make good contact. You're welcome. I'm just being honest. Great videos, Of course, I'm going to shout out if you're doing good work. And you guys, if you have any sort of like craft or anything, let me know. I love seeing what you guys going on, what you're creating, what you're doing. I'm a snooper, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I'm a nosy person. So I'm trying to get in everyone's business. Let me tell you, I know we're not supposed to gossip and stuff. But I don't know. I just find people to be so interesting. It's like, how can you not want to invest your time and energy into getting to know people around you? So I'm the type of person who might ask too many questions. Maybe not at work though. Like at work, I'm a little bit more like reserved. But outside of that, I'm probably going to ask 2 billion questions. Even the cards are calling me out. They're like, nope, at work, you're reserved. You got the 8 of Swords. It's true. At work, I'm all about the business. I hope. Do you guys have different work personalities? I know when I was taking a class, we had this one communication class that was like, I think it was required. I think we had to take it. And essentially you had to put yourself in different categories. You took a test, you were in different categories, and those categories would tell you like, how are you at work versus like, do you have any other layers to your personality and how you approach things? Don't mind me, just blushing over here. Yes, they've been scripted thus far. I've been experimenting on free talking on a couple of them. Now I'm inspired to go record the rest of the topics. Yeah, go record them. Put them up. I think you have really great insights and knowledge and perspectives. So I say go for it. I'll be watching. I'll have to hit the notification button because I can't stand that YouTube is so selective about showing the types of videos that you subscribe to. Like if I'm subscribed to someone's channel, I expect them to see them on my feed, but YouTube doesn't have that in their algorithm anymore. Don't know why, but whatever. I'll make sure to hit the bell so that I'm notified. But I was saying, like, I took a class one time. It was a communication class, and it showed you like how you sort of communicate in work environments versus how you might be, outside of it. And I think it was 4 different categories. I'm trying to remember correctly. There was one that was red, and red was like, oh, you're very creative, you're spontaneous, you're like a goofball. And then you had green, which was like detail oriented, very analytical, very much caring about the work and innovation. And then you had brown, which was like very much like, I'm direct. I don't want anyone to take advantage of me. I need to get to the point. We need to streamline things, like very, very much like, let's not waste any time. Kind of gives me like Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls energy. And then you had the blue personality, which was we care about people's feelings. It's less about the work and how everyone feels around you, what's everyone thinking, etc. Blah, 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 right? All of that. And I think mine was like green and brown. Those were the personalities for work. I'm very much like, let's get to the business. Let's go into the details. Let's get to the point too. If it feels too long, I'm just like, who cares? But that was my personality. And they were only off by 1 point. I was like 1 more point green. But guys, let me know your work personalities and stuff. If you've noticed a change in how you like present at work versus how you present in social circles. I think around friends, I'm just more relaxed. I don't really care to know all the details. I'm probably more like the blue personality. It's more about like how they feel, or I might want to joke around more, but whatever. So the mix of the creative, spontaneous, and get to the point, structured. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting combo. That means you're probably a lot of fun at work, but also you allow yourself to relax at work, but then you're also not, dragging things along, and you get the job done, essentially. That's pretty good. I don't think we had a lot of red, which makes sense because this was for project management. So it's not going to attract a lot of red personalities. Project management is very structured. So spontaneity, please get out of here. And the teacher even was like, yeah, nobody gets red. So I see that. I like that there's so many different mixes of personalities. I feel though, when it comes to personality tests, I like the Myers-Briggs test more. I feel like that's a better one. Don't know how accurate it is, but I will say I've gotten the same result for years. So I think it's pretty decent. But I feel like I've gotten off track. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. I am taking your questions. I'm doing a pop-up because I realized I was like, I have not popped up this month that much. I'd like to go through my little data tabs. I'm very, organized. And I keep track of when I've popped up and when I've been scheduled live. And I look at this month and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've barely been here. Let me get on and see how everyone else is doing. This is a bit of an awkward time, so sorry about that, but I'm just not free Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. So we got to work with this time. I like to see that you guys all have this different approach to your working styles. And let me know what you guys do too, because I know the Exquisite Electric, she has the creative and the structured style. So tell me your style, and if you're comfortable enough, you can tell me your field. You don't have to give me the exact job title. I'm just very curious to see like how that matches you. And don't forget to vote in the poll to let me know like how temperance has come up for you this week. For me, it was rebalancing. It was literally just like finances, rebalancing. It was being patient with others. Right now, I'm working on trying to get a better setup for the private readings. And so I have to work with a vendor, and they were a little bit late. So I had to be patient with them. But at the same time, so it was my week of being patient with other people and trying to keep my cool. So that was how temperance came up for me. Seems like a lot of you guys are doing a lot of the balancing as well, and moderation. That is always important. Ooh. I'm just shuffling here. Can you guys believe it's going to be October next week, and then November, December, we're done. Like the year's pretty much almost over. Isn't that shocking? So I can't wait. Maybe I'm going to ask you guys like towards the end of the year, like how 2025 has been for you. I'm going to make a special request. Is November a good month to plan a move, or should I wait a few months? Okay, let's see. Okay, what card is this? We have the Two of Pentacles. That kind of means it's all right. It's like a Two of Pentacles I see as a card that is, it's not terrible month to plan a move. You can organize a few things, but you're going to have to move a little quickly. And at the same time, it's going to feel as though you're juggling a lot, especially with the Two of Pentacles there. It's just going to feel like a little bit more going with the flow rather than having it be like this very smooth and structured plan. You're just going to have like a loose idea of things when it comes to that type of moving. I'm guessing because it would be coming up relatively soon. So it'd be an okay month in terms of planning to move. We have the Three of Cups. I don't know why. I think it's just the lighting. I think because I have it so high up and angled, it's like, okay. And the Two of Cups. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. So I think if you chose to move in November, you'd really have to rely on friends and family to assist you with this move. And they'd be very helpful, but you know how friends and family are. They're not exactly professional movers unless you are friends with a professional mover. So you'd have to be lenient with them, but it can be done if you really want it to get done. It could be a fun time. It would be a good way to create memories. And I do think that ultimately you might find the moving process to be very enjoyable. Let me pull one more card. Waiting a few months might be better. And I don't, and what I mean by this is if you are moving to a specific place or specific apartment and you're like, okay, this is a good opening, I'll move now. If you wait a few more months, you might find a better place, something that is going to be more economical, something that's going to allow you to save, to invest, something that is going to allow you to live below your means and build more financial stability for yourself. Nine of Pentacles is definitely a card of just being able to decorate as you want. You're no longer thinking about like, you know, if I don't get paid this week, or if there's something going on with my bank or whatever, I am stressed out and I'm forced to live check to check or whatever. This next place, if you wait a few months, you're good. You know, to me, it feels as though it's a lot more comfortable, nicer place, allows you to save more money, makes you feel more independent and at home. You're going to feel very accomplished. It's going to be nice, you know. It's just a better place, a better environment. So I would wait a few months if I were you. Exquisite. Like I feel like this waiting is going to give you a better end of the deal. You know, I mean, look at the cards here. Moving in November, you got 2 pies. Moving in a little bit, few months later, you got 9 pies. So look at it that way. It's a sweeter deal. No pun intended. And you are welcome. I hope the move goes well. I mean, I'm sure it will. You got the 9 of Pentacles. Is it a big move? Are you like going to a completely different town, city? Or is it just like, oh, pretty small? That's Temperance for me, then I'll wait. Oh, wow. Temperance is showing up as patience and waiting. Oh, I love how it's also planning ahead too, which Temperance can connect with because it's connected to Sagittarius. So I don't know yet. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you can narrow it down. Look at different areas and see what's nice for you or what fits or what's the vibe. But I completely understand. I'm still trying to decide where I want to move to. I know I want to move out the country if possible, you know, if possible. I'll be an American refugee. But I don't know where. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to travel a little bit after graduation. So I'm on the same page. Sometimes you got to take your time to decide what's the best fit for you. So do that. And I bet it's going to give you amazing results. You guys, I'm getting a little hungry. I might have to end the live because I'm hungry. If there's no questions. I wanted to stay the full hour, but my stomach is like, it's time to eat. She doesn't listen to me at all. I'm like, I'm busy right now. Oh, you're welcome. I hope you find a lovely, beautiful place, you know. Do you have like a decorating style? You know how some people have their they like a more rustic vibe. Some people are like very camp. Some people are very girly or romantic. Some people are very eclectic. So I know people have their own. I see a lot of that. I don't know what to call it. It's almost like a earthy type of deco vibe, like where they have like the green or the brown couches, and there's a lot of like earth tones with orange, and I see that a lot on like social media. And I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing. I'm just kind of curious as to why that's like the default style for so many people. But you can see here, I like the pinks and reds. So as soon as I get my own place, it's going to be a lot of pink, a lot of red. It's going to look like Valentine's Day in my home. I like a mix of modern and eclectic. Ooh, I like that style. Okay. I think that's a good style because it gives you a little bit of room where it doesn't feel like overwhelmingly quirky. You know, sometimes people have homes and it feels a little bit like feels a little bit over the top because it's so eccentric. But if you add that modern to it, it's like, oh, this actually feels like this is your vibe. This is a home. This is a good balance. You know, that temperance word again. It's a good mix. It's a good blend. You guys, let me know your styles too. That might be a question for next week for the polls. I'm going to ask you what's your decoration style. And I don't think I've ever asked that. I've never done that. But also, let me know if you have a question. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes. If my stomach growls one more time, then I might have to up and go. And thank you all for answering the poll questions. Don't forget to answer the most important one that's on the community tab, and that is in relation to the memberships. So just to recap, if you don't know, the monthlies and seasonals, unfortunately, because they aren't super popular, YouTube penalizes my channel for it. You know, the algorithm's not like it used to be when it started out, where it would allow you to be a little bit more creative and do some videos that are less popular and do some that aren't as popular. But now YouTube is just like, I'm penalizing you for that. So either I have to move the monthlies out of my channel, you know, for good, or I can move them over to the membership side where YouTube won't penalize it because it's for memberships. And so that membership would be like $2.99 a month. It would be 17 monthly seasonals and end of the year. And then I would also include a live session for members only every month. So you wouldn't have to like, you know, pay for questions and things along the lines of that because you'd already be paying for the membership. And that is what I have so far in terms of perks. But you guys can let me know if you want any other perks. Obviously, it can't be too outlandish. I'm keeping the price pretty low. So that's my thought process when it comes to that. But just let me know your thoughts and vote on that community tab when it comes to that. That's important. But that's what I have. That's what I have for in terms of announcements. I'm going to start filming another video. I just finished filming one. I want to get a little bit ahead of the curve because I'm starting to come up on the end of this class, and then I'll be in my last class, guys. So, wish me luck. And if you guys are in school, or if you're in a phase in your life, in your career where you're transitioning, I'm going to wish you luck on that as well. I completely understand the transition part of life can be so nerve-wracking. All right. It can be tough. All right. So I'm going to wrap things up now because I don't think there's any more questions. And I would really like to eat something. And I'll see you guys next week. I don't know what time. It's probably going to be on the weekend. We'll see. I'm thinking maybe more so Sunday. And if you want to see the weekly collective, go ahead and check out the last live. I'm about to post the timestamps for that after I log off. So you can go right to the recap and the weekly collective for next week. And no announcements from me. Be sure to stay in tune for next week's reading. I believe next week is love themed. And then, yeah, I'm going to leave it there and let you guys figure out what the next readings are going to be. And that's all. If you want a private reading for me, link is in the description bar below. As always, I'm wishing you guys the best. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. October is coming up. Enjoy the Mars and Swati energy where you might be cutting people out of your life, or you might even just be like, I want some love, or I want some creativity, because Swati is a very creative placement, or I want to just, break a lease. Every Swati person I know is breaking a lease. They're like, I'm out of here. So there's that. Swati is me. Oh, so you have Mars on your ascendant right now. Oh, that explains why you want to move. All the Swati people love breaking leases and moving and changing and going to different places. They're always known for being kind of like all over the place. But I love Swati energy. Very fun, very spontaneous. I remember I met somebody who was Swati once, and they wanted to buy a motorcycle, but they didn't even know how to ride a motorcycle. They just wanted to buy one and drive across the country. I have no clue if they did it, but that was the vibe that they were on. And I was like, okay, you're definitely Rahu rules. So random vibes. It keeps it interesting. I'll say that. All right. I'm going to end it now, and I hope to see you all next week. And good luck, Exquisite. Make those videos. Use your creativity. You've got Mars going through your ascendant right now, so I know you're motivated. So keep it up. All right. All right. Bye.